And we're live, episode 47. Wow, we're getting up there. We have a different layout today. We had, Mike is out today. He is dealing with some stuff with our friend and old show producer Mike Brown. He's helping. He had some troubles. I'm sure y'all have seen that posted up already. He had a fire at his house and he lost a lot of stuff. So apparently got really, really hot and like melted rims and melted metal. So, but our thoughts go out to him. And thanks for helping out. And if you wanna know how to help Mike Brown out, contact Mike Ritz on Facebook. And they're going to do some cleanup and see what they can salvage from. Supposedly there's something that they can salvage, but we're going to see if they can salvage
Mike's name on Facebook.
Hopefully that will work out. But like I said, contact Mike Ritz on Facebook.
On Facebook, yeah. It's put his Facebook name and contact him. It's on.
Yeah, it's on San
It's on.
Antonio.
Or we can link you by Geek Out SA.
Yeah, we'll link you by Geek Out SA as well. We'll send it out in chat, and we'll get that going. But it is, it's great.
Except for one of them.
I think he's just playing a game. So.
It looks like he's busy, but he's actually not.
He's playing.
I'm playing Life.
I think what he's really doing though is he's geeking out for us.
He's geeking out for us, yes he is.
So he's part of the team, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you worry about that. He's doing work.
You should kind of geek out.
I'm grinding, bro.
Sad days. But again, our thoughts go out to Mike Brown and Mike Ritz. Thanks for helping out. Wish we could be there, but the show must go on. We'll see what we can do this weekend or something like that. But it's a new week. It's a new show, and we have Omar here finally.
I know. I'm really sorry about last week.
It was okay. You didn't know people were coming in from out of town.
It was just, I hadn't seen those people in, I would say, 27 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't been to Puerto Rico in a very long time, and it was my grandmother's older brother.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my mother's cousins that came down to visit, and it was surreal. And what's funny is my wife, she doesn't speak any Spanish. Her main languages are a dialect of Chinese, and English. And so my uncle has this really heavy Puerto Rican accent, and he would speak English to her. And Becky would turn to me, she'd be like, "What do you say?" It was fun though. It was really good to see family and had a wonderful birthday with family. I'm really sorry I missed out, guys. I really am.
It's your birthday.
It was your
It's your
birthday.
birthday.
Thank you.
How old are you?
Don't ask.
Turn all serious.
14.
I can ask your age.
Empowerment, thank you.
Michaela.
It's 40.
Vivian, how old are you?
Shut up, okay? This is what I tell people all day
See?
long.
Empowerment. No, I'm not going to ask that.
No, it's because she doesn't know. She forgets her age all the time.
You're 23.
But I'm looking forward to turning older.
You can throw it on the chat.
Yeah, my chat's not up.
But I just think it's really
Older
cool.
to turn
Yeah, I do.
She says she's going to turn older. She's like, I'm 23. I'm like, 28 years old. And she says, I can't wait to get older. No, you don't. You don't mean that.
Screw y'all.
Stay young forever.
I know, but you're like, shit.
I want to watch Billy Madison.
I still get along with your character.
I'm on the Facebooks and the Twitters.
I'm on the Twitters, that tweet thing, and the Facebook, and
Follow me on the
it did
companies.
actually used to be called the Facebook.
The Facebooks.
So
Talk like that.
no, I don't talk like that.
No, they don't talk like
And
that.
the only reason Facebook's
Yeah,
colorblind
I'm
is
offended
because
by that.
the owner created is colorblind, and the only color you can really see is blue.
But good to know. You know what? I've been checking around, and I saw this really cool thing. And for all you do-it-yourselfers out there, there's a new kit on the block. It's called the Pi Phone.
Sounds delicious.
Pi Phone. Like a Raspberry Pi.
Like it's
Yes.
irrational?
I actually kind of not really. I've seen it. My
She
goodness.
actually knows something about technology. That's awesome.
My goodness, something about technology. I just looked
Just
at it and I
today?
was like, what is it?
Just today?
No, he's had it for last year or whatever.
Well, then that's
I don't know what it does.
you know something about technology
I
then.
know what it looks kind of like.
It's a credit card size computer.
It looks like a little board. Or sometimes they have enclosures and stuff like that. But
I'm screwed.
yeah, well, they make enclosures for it.
Anyway.
Anyway,
What are we talking
so
about?
you can see it right now, right?
It's got
So,
clear plastic.
As this one, as you see, this one doesn't have an enclosure on it.
So it's just like the bare board.
This way. Sorry. Yeah. Thanks, Jess. And if you want to build your own mobile phone, you can do it with a Raspberry Pi. And the cost is actually cheaper than you think. It's like about $158
Wow,
to
Raspberry
get all the
Pis.
parts together and put it together.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Raspberry Pis by themselves cost like what, $40, $39?
You can get equipment up for like $35.
Something like that, yeah.
Just come on.
I think make them out and they actually use the Adafruit Raspberry Pi that Nico Martin was telling us about.
Oh, okay, cool. I
So
mean, I get mine from Great Calendars. I don't know what you guys.
I like that joke.
I tried to stone face that one. Just be like,
Problem. No, you couldn't hold that one. So the plans include the plans to put together all the stuff. It includes the Raspberry Pi, a Pi TFT display, which is the touchscreen, the 2,500 ohms or whatever it is. Mike would probably know all this stuff. It's a battery.
like it's
A lithium polymer battery, a GSM/GPRS radio module and an antenna. I guess that's for GPS.
yeah,
milliamp
GSM
hours.
refers to the wireless signal.
It's what?
Like,
Milliamperes.
GSM and GSM.
Micah, do you wanna write
For
type
example,
that?
if we're talking about like different companies, Verizon and Sprint would be using the CDMA antenna radio, whereas AT&T, T-Mobile would be using the GSM. GSM is more international and it uses SIM cards, whereas CDMA does not use SIM cards.
Verizon uses SIM cards.
Yeah, but you know what?
I'm gonna throw it up in the chat.
I think they use
No,
both.
just copy it.
Yeah,
It's
they
what
use
in the Android.
Just send that to me.
You'll see it in the chat in a sec.
Most of this
New
conversation.
stuff, probably.
Them Android phones and them iPhones.
So it has that antenna. It has a. I looked at this. It was a DC voltage converter. I
Oh,
think it's an
yeah.
AC/DC voltage converter.
It could be a DC. This is as a transfer.
So I don't think you convert DC to DC.
I mean, you can't really convert water to DC either.
I didn't type this.
And all the other bits to make it work. Oh, and cable ties, so zip ties
Wait, inside an iPhone.
to connect to hold it all together. If you saw the image,
Wait, let me look at the image.
Where is it spinning at?
you have a laptop right there that's connected to the laptop.
And then he broke it.
And then it broke it.
And
Sorry,
he
man.
was-
I pressed the space bar and something happened.
You You said press the space bar and place it.
There we go.
So it's kind of big, but it's not any bigger than the first cell phones that came out. So it's kind of.
I'm sorry.
Dirty bastard.
That's what she said.
Just like the Galaxy Note 3 now. It's huge.
Yeah.
Oh, and then here's comes and it also gets kind of hot. That is what's.
Does your Raspberry Pi vibrate? Sure as hell
That's what
does.
she said.
Do that.
We're starting to get into the after show talk, but no.
Ghost at After Dark.
And you can see it. There's no enclosure. Can we switch it over to the backside?
Maybe.
There's another image up there that shows the backside of it. So the 302 by 240 resolution doesn't compete with the new phones of today,
Oh, certainly.
but still, I mean, it's it's something that you can put together yourself. But it's probably the only smartphone that you're ever going to see that has an Ethernet jack, an RCA port, and a full-size HDMI port.
Okay.
Yeah.
All Raspberry Pis come with that.
So you know, I think that's a real conversation right now.
Wow.
I am so bad at this right now. Listen, Mike was saying something earlier, and I was just like, what?
It's a iPhone.
I didn't know that. And he's still shaking his head at me. This is just like all I'm hearing right now is more stuff he's gonna want as Christmas gift.
Are you gonna want that? He's gonna want that. Yeah.
This is
Thank you
what
for
you do.
introducing this.
This is what you
It's only a
do to get it cheaper, though. You get a student's phone. Just be like, yo, where's my phone? I can't find it. And so you're gonna get a Pi, a real Raspberry Pi, like the thing. And you're gonna put that phone in there, right? And when he opens that gift on Christmas, not only is he gonna get additional delicious pie, he's gonna get his phone back. Double the happiness.
And it's just gonna be jacked up because it's covered with the raspberries.
It's not good.
It's gonna smell good, but not if you put on put it in a plastic bag and then put it in.
Yeah, that might be smart.
You gotta be thinking, Vince.
Yeah, but it's more funny. That doesn't work when it comes out.
Well, that's like $158 down the drain.
He's like, I'm still under contract.
Just get an upgrade.
Yeah, but I think most people that will tackle this is not someone that's going to use it like every day.
Yeah,
But they just want to do it to see if they can do it.
Sorry. I'm really sorry. I know you're on a roll, dude. I just told him, like,
And then we get back on the news.
I know,
I always got to steer it back. But the creator, David Hunt, plans to upload the code and make it available on GitHub very soon.
Nice.
So you can download all that stuff, get all those components, put them together, zip ties, and then
Have your own phone.
have your own phone. I don't know that I'd spend $158 to do that, but you're still getting a Raspberry Pi, where you can buy a Raspberry Pi for like
$35.
$35, but if you get it at like Radio Shack, it's like $50, $60. But nobody buys anything. Well,
Radio what?
yeah,
It's so like, I don't know, right?
They are not
So
sponsors of
last
our
year,
show.
oh my God.
they're not. But
Well, like 10 years.
Or anybody else. And I'm shutting down 1,100
if
stores.
they were,
It's a steal.
I got a lot of my
Raspberry Pi.
Ethernet cord.
Only like 100% more than what you can get online.
Guess
Yes.
what? I had my Ethernet. Oh, can you take that out for me? What's she do? She
no,
pulls
but
it
the
and breaks it.
I think it would really force someone
Somebody can do it.
to be able to that likes to do that kind of stuff to be able to put that together. And talking about the Force, what's going on in the Star Wars world?
All right.
Wow, forced to
So
set
Star
that
Wars,
second
ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't caught the news about the cast listing, so you get a lot of the original cast. You got Mark Hamill, you have Carrie Fisher, you have Harrison It's Harrison.
Harrison
Ford.
No. Yes.
That guy, but not him.
Yeah. No. I think it's like Ford. Lincoln Mercury. Remember that movie? All right. So Harrison Ford is also there as well. You got what was it? Andy Serkis, the guy who played Gollum in Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
You have a couple other people. Now, here's the thing that's getting a lot of Star Wars fans kind of iffy about this.
Yeah.
Now, in my opinion, George Lucas really messed up with the whole extended universe. You can write a book, and you can write a book, and you can write a book. Let's all write books and have none of them make sense in some sort of continuity, but they're all canon. Hooray, hurrah, hurrah. So Disney is getting rid of all of that extended universe of Star Wars. They're completely starting here. So for a lot of people, they're like, you know what, we want to have like the General Thrawn stories. Like those were good by the decent authors out there. Other ones, not so much, but there's a lot of story that people have come up with already. Disney's getting rid of that and starting like new. So they might be doing what's going on with like the Marvel universe, where each character is going to have like their own movie. So you can have like a Han Solo who's younger, and have that somehow tie into what's happening afterwards. Because obviously, like Harrison Ford's like in his late 70s now. And Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher, they're getting up in age.
Yeah, but from what I heard, it takes place like 40 years after the Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
So the ages will match
What their real age
with
is
their real
now.
ages now.
And it really makes me wonder, like, what kind of storyline they're going to go with. I'm talking like the children of the Jedi or the next generation of Jedi. What is that going to look like? And then the point of having like each of the characters like have younger versions. Like I was talking this with one of my friends earlier. Who would play a young Han Solo? And I was running through my head, and I was thinking, okay, it's not Jonah Hill. It's definitely not Jonah Hill. Then I was thinking, like, just random people like Zac Efron. It can't be. No. Think about it. Zac Efron looks like a young Harrison Ford.
Actually, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, there's a six-pack, so there's that. I mean,
I don't know. I don't think he can be rugged enough to be Han Solo.
he has to be a, what was it, scruffy-looking nerf herder.
Yeah, a scruffy-looking nerve herder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think, no. But who else? I mean, who else do you think could play a young Han Solo?
I think they might picture of it, actually.
That's so hard.
It's probably
No, that's just my vote. Mike.
British actors just take over.
Actually, I think they have a picture of who's going to play a young.
He can be young, too.
He can be young. He's
He can do
scruffy.
anything.
I would watch that.
You can diagnose anything. You can diagnose the level.
Who needs the Force? We
Yeah,
got
this is
House.
just
Star Wars.
So it's interesting. So
Neil
for a lot of Star Wars
Patrick
fans, I mean, for me, like I grew up on Star
play Han
Wars.
Solo.
Like I even bought like those books that
I like
had,
Neil Patrick Harris. I just can't see him in that role.
I adore Neil
This
Patrick
is
Harris.
interesting material,
He's doing
We should make
big
some
VH reach.
I don't know. There's
I don't know, we might end up getting in trouble, I'm
NPA.
sure. We
Neil
did that
Patrick Harris.
really early on, the discussion of the difference between them. So they didn't become
Between geek and nerd. I still think they're
You know what?
the same thing.
I've heard people say those are like derogatory, so you never know. You might
What's
get
the worst
email
you
to
do?
go back.
But
to-
some people
we need to
think
figure out what episode that was so they can go reference that.
some people think that
less than 40 seconds.
nerd is derogatory but not geek, and then some people vice versa. I don't know. I don't care. Neil Patrick Harris. I can see that.
Oh, that would be great.
Yes.
Wow. My mind just flew up right now. Wait, Neil Patrick Harris is a young Luke Skywalker, though.
That
I can see
Yeah,
that.
I can really see him.
You as really as hard?
Han Solo, no.
Really?
Yeah. Well, he's blonde, and Mark Hamill is like 31, but still, is he 31? Maybe we're the only person. You know what? I don't know what I'm
Mark
talking
Hamill's
about.
31.
Doogie Howser.
I'm not-
Mark Hamill's the Joker.
Yeah.
Stop being anything else.
I feel like it was there.
He's quit being the Joker.
I
He
guess
ended
that
on a
was
high.
a big thing.
On a high
Not
note.
because he was in Star Wars, because he's a Joker.
Oh my god. That is so true.
He's having a moment.
He's geeking out.
That's derogatory, bro. I would never do that in front of a company.
That's our word.
No, so the whole Star Wars thing, I mean, there's a lot of opportunity for great stories. I mean, the Marvel movies are awesome. Disney's done a fantastic job with them. If you disagree, I don't really care that much. But it'll be interesting to see how they recreate these days. I'm really interested in the story they're going to tell, because there's a lot of richness in the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Prequels, I don't recognize those. But I do
Or
have.
does Anakin Skywalker? What do we know?
Yes, that's the prequels were. That's the reason why he became Darth Vader. He watched them again. He was like, no.
I think I mentioned this for you.
Darth Vader, you're kind of eating bitter grapes right now.
Okay, I like it.
Not Darth Vader, though. Anakin Skywalker. Yeah, like you had Chewie was so happy to be there. They had Boba Fett's son from the new movies, and he was waiting to be involved in Star Wars.
Is that Django that? Yeah, the guy. Jango Fett's son.
Yes. Yeah, we're not getting the first one.
He's not
And
really
he's
doing
really gonna watch
anything anyway.
it.
He's not doing anything anymore.
I don't think so.
I haven't seen him.
I mean, perhaps he's just grown up and we just don't recognize what he looks like.
I've seen him, and I don't think I've repressed that memory of him.
I'm thinking of the child, like little Larry King. You're thinking of
Oh, I got a picture of it.
Christensen.
Okay. Jake Lloyd.
Maybe it was him.
Because Hayden Christensen was Anakin in the second and third movie. I'm thinking of the little kid in the first one.
Living in the Hayden.
Okay. All right. Good. So
Yeah, I don't even
was
know what
working
the
child.
child.
I didn't like the little kid.
Yeah, the kid was nice.
He was a cool kid.
Yeah.
I think I would say the first one was the best one out of the prequel.
I would agree with that.
I would say the third one would be the best one of the prequels.
I would not agree with that.
I just wanted to say something so people would disagree.
The reason alone I think the first one was the best is because of Qui-Gon.
Okay.
I love Qui-Gon.
Yeah, I can see that. I can totally see that. I'm down with that. All right.
Mhm.
I will do what I must.
I don't know. I think that the second and third one for me just weren't really doing it because you got it. So the same thing as Spider-Man, the old Spider-Man movies. So it's like, you know, Spider-Man. Like, you know,
Yeah.
everything. I mean, I liked him when he was a little kid. He was a sweet little thing. He was so excited.
The pod races were dope.
Excited. At least I'm happy. For God's sake, because after that, it was
There's
so
a pod racer.
You couldn't be happy after that. But doesn't that kind of follow why he becomes what he becomes? Because he couldn't be happy at that point?
That seems like a personal choice.
It's a personal choice,
Yeah.
Anakin. You choose to be
That
happy.
drove him to become sick.
No,
I
he
don't
was
care if your mother
happy.
was a slave.
He fell in love.
Really?
He was just
I
trying
don't care
to
if
see.
you work for a guy who's just working you to death and you're just a child.
Just
wanted to
You
get
should
his
be happy
pinky
for what you
stinky and it
have.
wasn't allowed.
Some sort of animosity towards him.
I have animosity towards the emo protagonist.
He's like, well, the women, the children, and all the other Tusken Raiders.
He had to be emo, though. That was the thing. He had to be emo. He had to
That's
have
the world's
emotion.
greatest
It could
villain.
have been, it
Yeah.
could have been a lot more upsetting in a different way.
I mean, his mother couldn't have died, but
Look, they don't
she
say,
did.
you can shut up.
But when you look at like the dogma of the Jedi, you cannot have any attachments. You cannot have any emotion, because emotion leads to the dark side.
Yeah. But then again, like, What is having like no emotion? What is that? Geek Out says, let's get deep. Control, yeah. I mean,
A lot of control.
you're of course, she's beautiful.
Well, the Jedi have emotions. They're just really in control. Dark side, they don't care.
You just can't love
No.
them.
Dark side's a resource.
Yeah, makes it more powerful.
That's what.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
And so in the universe, the
Oh my
Jedi
God,
win,
what
and the dark
they're
side
doing
goes
with
away.
tag
And the
them
dark side comes back, they win. Then it's just a whole cycle.
Wait.
It just does that over and over again.
But I take it Jedi's aren't supposed to really have us.
No.
No.
Sort of requires getting attached to somebody at least for an hour or so.
There's really no way around it.
Don't protect too much, methinks. You're not being like that, boss brain. My name is Vince Guzman. Call me at 1-800 all year.
No, but
That would be 976, not 800.
totally different.
Passion is a good thing in the real world.
Yeah, but that's general.
Yeah, that is
No, not as a Jedi, but passion seems to work on Game of Thrones, though.
Whoa.
I see what you did.
Whoa! I was like,
Sorry
segue.
for a while, too.
Yeah.
That was a good segue.
That was a
Don't
passionate
call
segue.
Ego.
Yes, Game of Thrones, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
oh, t-shirt.
T-shirt time. Aria's prayer. If you know what this means, you should probably listen to this next part because it's relevant.
Spoiler alert!
All right, so a lot happened in this one, and I'm pretty much stuck on a few particular parts. Cersei is angry.
Like, when
Still.
is she not?
Oh,
Jamie and Tyrion are the best of brothers,
yes,
which
absolutely.
is actually a different scene than the books. But as we will all know by the end of this episode, that they're starting to move forward without the books.
Right?
This is one of the biggest things about this game. And we'll get to it. But, okay, so yeah, we are. Yeah. So a lot of Jamie's redemption story is coming up, which a lot of people will argue, of course, is kind of thrown off because of the last episode.
What happened in the last episode? Previously on Game of Thrones, it
Yeah.
says next to your dead son.
Oh, sick.
That was I got to finally see it, and I was like, that was intense.
Yeah. It's like camping. It's intense.
But in the book,
Oh my
Well, she didn't start in the book. She didn't start with I mean, there was no on it.
Yeah.
And then she eventually did.
well, but in the story, she's just always being like a bitch and
way to be blunt.
I know.
because I didn't read it.
Family tag is gone with the
I
wind.
was just told, thank you, wife, for filling me in on this stuff. But Jamie, in the book, Jamie is coming in and she's being really, really mean to him. But there's this sexual tension between them.
Because it hasn't happened once.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Just turn it.
Yeah.
And then finally, boom, right there.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen. From what I heard, it didn't happen by Joffrey.
Except, yeah.
Sorry, we were watching.
They were saying it's love shots.
It's like when they had Robb Stark's wife in the Red Wedding. In the books, Jane Westerly, who is not the person in the show, they just added that character to make the Red Wedding look even, to care about that. Because you want to root for that character, and so when you get to that point, it all goes to hell. In the books, you never hear the perspective of Robb Stark. So you hear every perspective from Catelyn. And before you even meet Robb's wife in the books, it's just Catelyn's concerned about how Robb is going to react to her letting Jamie go. And when he comes back with hugs and kisses and mercy, say like, I understand why you did it. You did it for love. And then he drops the bomb. He's like, oh, by the way, I did something for love too. But it wasn't really for love. He did it because he wanted to keep the girls on it. So they were sieging a castle. He gets injured, and Jane Westerly takes care of him. She comforted him, and so he felt like, well, since I took that from her, I should marry her, and I have to, break my ties with France. And so, really long way back to the show, they added that shock value of them stabbing her in the womb, and that just it hurts as an audience member. But but Game of Thrones doesn't shy away from that because it's a show that you can see actually happen. And the way that Martin creates the story, you can go into Westeros, and you can go into the city, and you can be like, I know what to eat that evening. I know where not to go flea bottom. I know what customs each of these different cultures they have, and how they're integrated into those different societies. I know how these people think, because you have that third person perspective of each of the characters. Fantastic book. I really recommend you guys read it. It's on the Fire series. Pick it up at your local investments.
Actually, they sell out really fast. So depending on whenever, since the new season starts, they're probably sold out. I have the entire series too. I've started reading the first one. But anyway, a lot of it, in the parallel, they wrote that really smart with what he does.
Yes.
And the show is actually just using themes that he does. So a lot of times they may not follow exactly what he wrote, but it follows the same theme, like how he wanted it to be. So it's kind of like
Cluttered up your ship with chairs for nothing.
these are real people, and what they're going through, they're good people, but they have decisions for bad people. So there's this continuous change, and sometimes, something. That's why you have, personally, Jamie's a perfect example who makes a bad decision.
He pushes Bran out the window.
To be fair, his sister helped him with that. And she's like, why did you push him out the window?
He's like, well, in retrospect, it's probably a bad idea.
But there's like, so basically, so Jamie goes through this whole what is this called? Redemption story.
Yes.
And then he makes a bad decision, which in turn makes you wonder: is he still a good guy? Is he a bad guy? There's no such thing as a really good guy, bad guy in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, there really isn't.
So you just have to, and that's
Tyrion is a good guy.
Tyrion is a good guy, and George R. R. Martin loves him. He's probably one of the few safe.
Better not ever done.
Well, that's his favorite character.
Yeah.
In fact, I was reading an article about how when they came to it for the show. He said, as long as I get Peter Dinklage to play Tyrion is his favorite character. He didn't even, that was the whole reason he would have done that show.
And he was so perfect for that.
Seriously, Peter Dinklage, there's no one else who can play Tyrion Lannister.
You're like,
Yeah,
the cool thing I think about it is he's the only one that's like American.
Yes. Like we hear him in interviews, he just speaks like without he pronounces his R's, for example, whereas our friends overseas don't. Well, maybe they do. It's just really weird. They put
You can't really hear it.
Oh yeah. So anyway, back to the story.
Oh yeah, Peter Dinklage.
Our producer is calling Omar the pen master and Vince the not so subtle one.
That's true.
It's like old Cersei a bitch.
It's not slightly camp. Anyway.
There you
I'm not wrong.
But it's like our character description now. And I don't even like that word, mind you, but
go.
Isn't that a good way to describe her?
Yes.
Yeah.
We also say meat, cold, cutting.
Yeah, there's a lot of words.
There's a lot of words.
Or you can sum it all up in one word: bitch.
That's 5.
I'm enjoying it.
Jesse's dress.
Oh, Brienne is gone now.
Yes.
She made that?
Jesse made that dress?
Wow.
Who is with
It's beautiful.
She's been to New York, actually.
Baelish, which is
Jesse is phenomenal.
Yes.
and terrifying.
He's been eyeing her for a long time.
I know. It is so like creepy, and you're like,
Ugh.
and Songs is even getting. Now she's realizing it. And why did you figure this out early?
Yeah,
she's kind of a naive.
Yeah.
But maybe
she's
she
young.
deserved, because apparently in the book she's really mean to Tyrion.
Well, she's very mean to a lot of people,
Yeah.
actually.
Well, it's because he's a Lannister. I mean, he didn't, what's the word, have direct influence on what happened, but he's still part of the family that her family was at war with.
Yeah.
I mean, how could she be like, okay, we're married, let's hug?
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
It's going to be a very slow relationship. And then let's remember, too, one of the things that she said, and I always remember what she said to her head spike, whatever, among many others. Her
Septa.
Yeah. Yeah, and she was saying,
There's a lot of characters.
she asked her, the Septa asked her a question. Oh, she asked her a question. And Sansa did, and then Septa was like, she started saying, she said, oh wait, I don't care.
Yeah.
She really can be very mean.
She can be
Very
vicious.
cruel,
She can be vicious, yeah.
But I think a lot of it has, that plays a huge role in the fact that she now has to
I
go
want
through
this
it.
one,
You feel
but I'm gonna
bad
take it home.
because she really was just
What's
a
that?
really stupid teenager.
Yeah, she has like no control over what's going on in her life
Yeah.
whatsoever.
And so she was kind of like,
Sure, that's
oh, that's right. Even with as much as she's, even as mean
I
as
don't
she
think
is,
Vince has
you
enough
don't
toilet
wish that
right
on
now.
her. But anyways,
Because you
let's
don't
go
take any of
ahead
this stuff
because
home anymore.
we can talk about
Yeah.
movies and shows for a while. So let's just go. And the biggest one that came out of this was a description that was actually written by.
What if I could take the headphones and blow it in the microphone?
And it has had readers freaking out because it has actually. They say the spoiler.
Can read properly.
Yeah.
That's what I got about the microphone. So they take it down. They had written.
Tonight after I get home, they usually play with it.
The spoiler thing.
Oh, I wrote. And well, it was this huge
Right
thing.
here.
Is it fun?
I don't know how much of it I like to say that because I was reading it and I was like, oh my god.
So, okay,
Tuesday.
so here's the scoop about that. In the books, it's mentioned. There's no direct contact or description or anything. You just hear it in stories. All the things about gods in the world of Game of Thrones, all of it happens indirectly. The closest person that I could think of is Bran when he's talking to the heart trees. But you see like the Lord of Light through Thoros and Mir and Beric and Melisandre. You see like the
I
old
should man the
gods,
cameras
the
for a
gods
little
of
bit.
trees, Bran,
I should man the cameras for a bit.
but
I
you
don't know
never
how.
see the others.
Where
You see the
all
White
redhead
Walkers,
trans.
but like
Where?
the guy who
If they
leads
start
the
talking, I mean,
others,
it's fine right now.
all that's still mysterious. And so they talked about that in an interview on YouTube, saying that you are revealing this
Oh, you just put on my board?
character that the books don't really talk about.
What?
I was thinking my board so I don't get killed.
You just see Darth
Okay,
Vader.
yeah, literally all you have to do is hit trans.
But
But I mean, they're good right now.
Their
If
mistakes
things
are
like you
right.
start having a conversation, you may
Absolutely.
This is what happened. Somebody wrote it, and it's too specific to be just hypo. It's very
Seriously.
specific name to put in there, and then so we'll have to say this, and I know this is a spoiler, so you can close your ears now. The Night's King was mentioned at the very beginning of the season, and so this is where
Spoiler.
but it's kind of like there's legends and stories, stuff like that. Are becoming a lot more than just stories.
Right.
So this is going to play a major role, and not to mention one of the biggest parts of this is that Game of Thrones, the show, we've noticed that they've been elongating scenes from previous seasons where they should have been. They're running out of new material. They're moving forward without the books. And that was one of the big points behind this ending. The fact that they put that name out there, it's confirmed that they are moving. And they know basically the direction that George R. R. Martin was going. They kind of know the world that he was going for already. This is what only from what confirmed stories that they've said. They've never revealed how much they know. But I was reading one article that said that they've just talked about it, and that's when George R. R. Martin let them do the show because he knew what their theories were.
Right.
And he put on a point, so they know a lot about what's going to happen.
Yeah, they know how it ends.
So now you're going to see the show starting to work with them. Yeah, so
I'm cool with that.
yeah.
I've been doing a good
Yeah.
time.
The show's been awesome.
Mhm.
I mean, 2 separate experiences.
Cool. Omar, again, welcome.
Hey,
You're
thanks.
filling in as a
Host.
Yeah.
guest host, but you're also our guest. So, and a lot has happened since we've last officially been on the show.
Officially, yes.
Officially,
Their birthday.
yes.
Okay.
Their birthdays.
But you are part of Codeup.
That's right.
So, for some of the people that haven't seen all of our episodes, what is Codeup?
So, for people who haven't seen all of your episodes, why not? Second
It's
of all,
really, really cool and fun, and we like a lot of geeky stuff.
are you not entertained? So Codeup itself is a 12-week programming boot camp. So we take people who are non-techies, and after 12 weeks, we turn them into full-fledged computer programmers. So at the end of it, you're going to be able to have a running web application that's live online. You're going to have a blog that you built by yourself. You're going to be able to build a portfolio and a resume all in one. And you're going to have the skills in PHP, CSS, HTML, Laravel, which is a PHP framework, JavaScript, jQuery, full stack ability. And with that kind of programming background, you can learn other languages really simply. I mean, as long as you know what an if block does, other languages have if blocks. You just have to be able to learn syntax. So Codeup is all about giving people second chances, people who are looking for more advancement in their career, like they've reached a certain point where they can't get past this. It's for students who really haven't had a great college experience. Like a person can go through a full CS degree and not really know how to build anything with code. Sure, they understand theories and how computers work, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But can they build anything? Not really. And so there's a whole schism, I guess, between people who can code and people who have an education to code and can't. So programming is this really amazing fun industry, and it also pays really well. On average, a person who's making $76,000. I mean, your mileage may vary from where you live, but that's pretty much the median for developers. And the career path for developers is also relatively quick. And within 5, 6, 7 years, you see your dev mentoring junior devs, getting them up to par for them to build things. You can just step back and watch a bunch of capital. Whatever the job demands, but it's a very rewarding experience. Codeup is awesome.
Cool. Now, you just graduated from the program?
You can say graduate.
Graduated?
Yeah.
Okay. How intense was it?
So,
Well, that was a very telling statement right there.
next question. So, it's 9 to 4, Monday through Friday, but really, we have study hall from 8 to 9, and then from 4:30 to 7 every single night. And then Saturdays, we have study halls from about 10 to 3. Normally, I would be there from like 10 to 5, so no things. So while I was taking classes there and working for them, I was working like 11, 12, 13 hour days for 3 months straight. It was very intense. It was a lot of fun. And you have a lot of people who hold you accountable, which really makes you push harder, And there's other people who are better than you, there's other people who are worse off than you. But the people who are better than you are going to help you. People who are worse off than you, they're going to help them. And you're all going to be able to work together. That's kind of the idea. I was able to see that in this past program. It was really amazing. I mean, the biggest payoff, though, was demo day. We got to feature our final projects. So I built an application for Geek Out that allows people to easily reserve conference rooms and then for conference rooms to have like iPads.
Yeah, you're getting too far, buddy.
Sorry, bro.
Well, what did you learn that you didn't think that you would learn?
Coding. I'm just kidding. Oh man. So the whole deal with I didn't think I would be able to build a website so quickly. I didn't think I was going to be able to work against you to actually build an application. Actually, be like a project manager. So also I didn't think I could last about 13 years a day.
You know, I'm actually insanely interested in that program.
A lot more than 3.
Because it's something that I could really like get into. Well, I used to write HTML codes when I was in middle school. They were really easy.
They are easy.
But they're painful.
Yeah. Well, he's putting down there. I was like, can I search my
Well, I'm just keeping him alive so he doesn't get black on you.
Oh, okay.
That's
Blank.
Thank you.
The screen goes black.
So there's a question.
What is it like to be in the Codeup environment?
It's really exciting. You're around a lot of people who are passionate about it. And the whole thing is that we're all putting our money where our mouth is. It's not cheap to go through Codeup. The current cohort will cost less than 10 grand to go through for all 12 weeks. But you're around people who want this to happen. For the latter end of it, it's really exciting and stressful. And people are crying and people are yelling at each other. And then when it comes to demo day, it's all is released, presenting your application to a bunch of players. You talk to
That's
people about
experimentals like.
Stand there.
Like you literally see people give it so much like gripping their hair and starting for the final. They're just like, oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so not excited to take
That's
experimental
really cool. So
classes. That's the major changer.
stressful. It's
And then finance is the
blood,
major
sweat, and
changer.
tears. Yeah. Money's on the
Finance is the
table.
major changer for the entire
Revolving,
business.
you're spinning it. Except for 7 volts of radio.
Yeah,
So
no. Star dropped it. She's like, fuck this.
Did you make any new friends there?
oh yeah, the whole class.
No?
The whole class.
He's like, I'm actually serious, guys.
Yeah.
I can actually see that.
Yeah, it's the whole
Imagine
class.
that, yeah.
Because when you work with them like over 700 hours, you know, you're there and you're coding with all of them, and you talk with all of them, you work with all of them one way or another. A lot of pair programming. When you start coding day 1, you are writing code on day 1. You've done your first application on the end of that week. And people are there like, I don't know how this works. Let me help you with that. I don't know how this works. Let's ask somebody else. And just get this chain of people just helping each other out. Yeah, so I think it's called the interpeople. Yes, the interpeople. Yes. Anything else?
We all would go out after big stuff and like go out to like big bars and go out to eat and do all this stuff.
Like after hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't have that time.
We went to bed and then came back.
Yeah, I came back the next morning, like, hey, so just like 9 hours ago. So there wasn't, that was for the end of it. That was definitely for the end of it. After our big demo day, we went to ask why. And you know, some people had too much. Other people didn't have anything, like me. I got there late. It's okay.
It's just so sad.
Yeah. I had a chance. But anyway, you know, it's you get to know each other through your code, and you get to know each other how you handle that kind of stress. Because there's a lot of stress. It's not easy to do it, but it's totally worth it.
So what would you say is the most
Oh man, that's a really good question.
That's what we do here.
Thanks a lot, Larry King. What was the most important thing? What was the question? he brought back the girlfriend.
Was this, you want us to dissect the question, or you?
Dang! Yes. So, there's so much that I have to learn. I guess the most important thing is knowing that the best part about the tech industry is people wanting to share it. It's not like, I mean, everyone in one way or another is competing against each other. We're all freelancers, we're all creators, we're all looking to get those contracts. But it's, I have a question, I have an issue, I have a problem, I don't know how to solve this. There's resources out there for you to go over. How do I solve this? Here's a small snippet of code. Why isn't this working? There's going to be a theory of people who are learning and stuff. I've done this before, this is how I solved it.
Did you throw up the Codeup link in the chat?
Yes.
Knowing that people are passionate about this industry, they love it, they want to share it with others, and that's how this industry is going to grow. There definitely is a lot more people willing to share.
Maybe training.
Actually, kind of want to say
I start work June 16th. I think I'm there for about 2 weeks, and then I think they might send me to training after that.
Oh, Jesus.
And I think they might actually send me some.
If someone were thinking about
We'll see what happens.
learning a Codeup, what advice would you give them? They want to become part of the next cohort.
They have to really decide if web development is really want to go. There's a lot of opportunity in the industry. There's a lot of jobs out there, and those jobs are not being filled. But if you don't have the passion for it before you go into Codeup, you are going to fail. There's a few people who were in the last Codeup that it died for that. The feeling for the passion for it. They said, I'm going to do this. This is where I see this at going. But not only do you lose a lot of money doing that, but you also lose a lot of opportunity within the industry. So if you are interested in doing Codeup, make sure that's what you want. That's what you want to. That's what you see yourself doing. Same for the computer. Very cool office. A bunch of other people.
Christina Cambogia, they're still going up.
Yeah, they couldn't be clapped. And then, why isn't this working? My code worked yesterday. It was fine. And you messed it up. He's talking to himself.
Sometimes one step back.
You did it.
Yeah.
It's definitely a scary thing if you're like an outside party.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. But as long as you have a rubber duck on the desk, you're fine.
Stress ball.
Just talk about the rubber duck. Just talk about it.
So can you tell us about your last project?
Yeah, there you go. Oh, you can do it.
Wow, okay, cool. I'm just kidding. So, rewind. The last project that I made was, we call it Reserve Vet. Not like Reserve 8, but Reserve Vet, like for vet. Because Reserve Vet is basically, it is cool, but it's also the Italian scenario. Found it out the hard way. Domain searches. Try that. So it's basically, there's a big problem at Geek.to with trying to
You don't say.
This program for the Italians.
Tell me about your experience with this.
He searched the domain for it, see what was taken. And
You do love Geek.to. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Geek.to is awesome.
We'll put that in the feedback box.
It's become
They fixed it though.
every.
Somewhat.
So what the idea was is that with Geek.to, you don't know who has a publishing score. The current solution that they have is kind of blocks out time that people preserved, but you don't know who that is or whether they're going to be. So what we decided to do was create a web application that would work with the current Geek.to authorization, and so it's kind of like a one-stop shop for login to Geek.to. They would table all the information that you need about each one. Click the reserve button. Put your name, email address, just give it time. for these kind of special notes, that goes to the Geek Out staff. They can curate that so they can email you back and forth and feel like, we don't have, like you asked for this specific request, we keyed out that, or you're asking for 2 you can accomplish any other kind of special requests and services. You can talk to them, and if everything's fine, you accept it. And that will be sent to our database. And from there, each of the publishers are going to have like how to touch previously. It'll show who has the publisher at that time and who has it next, and what those times are, just to give people information they need to make better choices about where to get their copies from. It's a really small thing, but it makes a big difference in people's lives. You don't want to be that guy to walk into a publisher that you reserved. You see someone in there, and they're living with a group of people who are all working on things. You're like, hey, we reserved this place. Can you guys finish up? They're like, whoa, we're in here. We're in the middle of like this multi-million-dollar Monopoly game. Like, you need to go. And you're like, well, I reserved it. Show me your reservation. You're like, it's not this here because it's on Saturday. It removes all of that. I thought about this. It removes all of that. This makes it easier for people to communicate.
Yeah. I really like that. If you need any help with it, I will be more than willing to help you in any way.
He's very serious.
Yeah, he's very serious.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
Yeah, you're just like,
It's
his
like,
eyes are shining.
I know,
He's
no.
We've
serious.
been talking about this for a long time.
Yeah.
Once I found out what you were doing, I was just like, yeah, no, this needs to happen.
Yeah.
Flashback to like American Psycho for a second. Like, I really want to help with this.
His business so nice.
I need to get naked and then
Oh
chase
my
her around with
God.
a chainsaw.
No,
I
you
love
don't.
that.
Yeah, that whole scene.
What?
Laptop is locked.
What's on?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the laptop is locked. I don't have the password to get tonight's laptop. Oops. So we'll have to do the ending theme with our mouths, if you guys don't mind.
He's doing it. So.
Is it playing right now or what?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well,
Just-
Professional.
Yeah. Technical problem.
usually we have Mike here doing this, but we don't have him here today, so
We have to make
we're making do.
Yeah.
We're making do. It's not something that usually happens. Cool. So what kind of offers can one expect after doing a program?
So at Codeup, we guarantee that you'll get a job within 6 months, or we give you the job pays like $40,000 or more. San Antonio, obviously. Or you get half your tuition back. So during those 6 months after Codeup, you need to be active in jobs. We've had people get more than $40K already as offers, including benefits. We've had a good percentage of people who have already received jobs or are getting offers, or also getting interviews. And there's 2 women working in the cohort who've gotten, I guess, offers for interviews from this company called ThoughtWorks. It's like this worldwide dev shop that if you get hired by them, you spend a year in India learning how to code, using all technologies that they use. And after that, you can be placed in any of their offices worldwide. We're talking like in China, we're talking in Canada, in the UK, anywhere in the US, where they have offices. It's really amazing dev shop. It's all about like uplifting the human race and helping people out with software, which is the whole big movement these days. So, and so they're learning like Ruby on Rails, or Ruby right now, and they have to solve problems in Ruby. And if they get hired by them, like that is incredible. We have another guy who is talking to Rackspace as well. 2 people got hired by 2 local dev shops here at Geek Out, which is really cool. And I got hired by Codeup, which is really cool.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's a lot of potential for people, and the second Codeup is just going to get better.
Very nice, very nice. Now, as we come to the end of the show, I have a new question for you. I'm sure the actual. had this question before, and I don't think so, because I don't think we started doing the second question.
Just double the question, by the way? I mean, I wasn't there for
Yeah,
the show.
yeah, no, not the second question, because that was the first time doing what was up.
Oh, yeah, it did. Well, I mean, I wasn't there.
He
I
wasn't
was
there.
actually annoyed, but
Yeah.
Domo did say Domo would take Domo.
Yeah.
Domo's actually.
Domo's awesome.
Domo's hilarious.
He's always there.
I mean,
But we don't like to mic him up anymore.
Yeah, he's over.
He gets crazy. He gets vulgar. If you were a robot, what robot would you be?
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Infinite loop. I don't know. Jeez. Yeah, because I'm thinking like, okay, define robot. Like, is it a robot that's something pilot, or is it a robot that's completely autonomous? Is the autonomous one? Okay, so that one's okay.
I mean, unless you really want somebody to take control of your life, because then you won't put into it.
Well, I am married.
Actually, no.
Wow.
And, like, my wife is like this tall, so she just hops on my back and pilots me.
Actually, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that's my idea.
Oh my god, that actually is a really funny idea. We'll dig into that.
Alright, so the first thing that goes to my mind is like, I think it would be Transformer. Not Optimus Prime, because he has a lot of like burden.
Optimus Prime.
Well, okay. Who's the medic in Transformers?
I don't remember.
He's the
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, right? I would be that guy. Because everything I do in life, I don't see myself as the leader of things. I see myself as the guy that follows, the first follower, if you will. The guy that teaches other people how to follow. The support. So if I'm playing like any sort of video game, like I'm either like, I'm always the medic, or like the defibrillator. Like, all right, you just got shot a bunch of times. Whatcha! You're back in that. Okay, he's dead.
Every good team needs a team.
Yeah, every good team, like in the D&D game I played recently. I was the healer, but like I was like super religious. So like one of them was trying to steal something. I'm like, whoa, that's wrong. Like everyone hated me. They're like, you're not playing the game. No, I'm role playing the game. There's a difference. I don't care if I'm gonna die. You guys are gonna kill me. I believe in this guy. That was crazy. So I would be the transformer that heals everybody.
Nice.
You want to keep everyone in the game. You want to keep it good. You want to keep it productive. And destruction. And protecting the world from Decepticons.
No caps. Want me to take off my cap?
On that one.
What?
The password.
Oh.
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 Nope. I just put no caps in there. It didn't work. Sorry, he said no caps. Professional. Oh.
This is gonna be a thing kind of question.
Yeah, now we can get into Mike's laptop.
Hey.
I was like, I like my hat though.
And I didn't say it over air, and hopefully the camera didn't see it. Or else you're gonna I don't think so. They'll really get a point on there. But
I do like your hat though.
it's
I do. It's a good hat. It's a really nice hat. Hey, who's that guy?
Snap back.
I know his name.
awesome.
I didn't doubt it.
It's Wolverine, yeah.
It's just so hyped. That's all.
I know, he's completely hyped.
Like I like the other X-Men.
Gambit.
I heard that they're
X-Men.
gonna kill him again, but kill him for good.
Wolverine?
Yeah,
Are they gonna do like the movie, like the old man Wolverine movie?
I mean, in the comic books,
Oh,
they're gonna kill him for good.
There are a few characters I'm still waiting to see, so how could they just
I don't know. I guess we'll see it happen. It may be the same thing that happened with Superman will happen. Oh, and that is two different Wolverines.
I understand that.
I thought they were gonna put her in the Origins because they placed it.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
they really did. I was disappointed. She was my favorite X-Men when I was growing up. I was like a superpower.
Now,
What
Omar,
shot?
I did. I had it.
do you have any gamer news for us? Oh, no.
Oh wait, do I? Wait, no, I don't. Because I haven't played games.
Just should be really bad games. I'm like, so
She needs to play games.
make it happen, bro. Professional.
That's like, because I go, you can see you're here.
Nice.
And you can
Nice.
hang. What would you do?
You're being resourceless.
I'm gonna put it on. So,
My new one is a distraction warlock. She's like my favorite person.
So, Omar,
That's what I do. That's what
thank
I
you
do.
for coming in and helping us out yet again.
Thank you. Thank you for
It
having
was
me.
fun. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. We're gonna do it again sometime.
Absolutely.
Maybe when she's out or Mike's out
You
or
just kick me out.
I'm out.
You can get outside the door.
To see if you
We
can
locked
fill
her
up
out.
for one
It's
of us.
okay. It's okay. Omar's pretty.
Hockey.
That's.
Is he on right now?
It's,
No, he's
I
not
don't
on.
say he's the pretty one.
Yeah, it's true.
Right?
Yeah, totally.
I'm just the host.
So true. So true. I watch people this.
Well, yeah. Again, thank you again. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks for tuning in.
Make sure about. Just keep an eye out for the night stuff.
Yeah. Keep
definitely.
an eye,
Keep an eye.
definitely check back, scroll through the chat, and get in touch with Mike Ritz, and I'll get see if you can get the cleanup efforts to help out Mike Brown, and it'll be awesome.
Yeah, all the best to him.
But thanks for tuning in, or not tuning in, but checking out our show. I'm Vince.
Yeah.
I'm Omar.
Geek Out SA.